Oh, I'm recording. All right, let's just start the video. Here's my little pre-game, my pre-gym ritual. Creatine, leftover soda. Jeez, dude. Now this might look disgusting, and it is, but I can't take pre-workout because it's already like 4 o'clock and I won't sleep. So it's either this or drop like $50 on a tub of stimulant-free pre-workout, which I can't afford to do right now. So Coke and creatine it is. And I'm not going to pretend that I always warm up before my workouts, but I definitely do if I'm filming, which I'm pretty much filming every day now, so I guess I'm warming up every day. You know, I don't want to put the wrong message out there. You guys should really warm up before your sets. I feel like you should be a little bit sweaty when you start working out, so my current warm-up routine, which might change because I just started doing it, is hanging on the bar for a while and then cardio. All right, so I was just doing the elliptical, but I got off because I want to see if I get a better warm-up doing burpees. Like if I get a better warm-up quicker by just doing burpees instead of getting on the elliptical for 15 minutes. Let's try that. So I decided to ditch the elliptical because it's 15 minutes, right? And I don't know why I just thought of this, but burpees are one of the highest calorie burn exercises you could do if you want to get your heart rate up immediately. Burpees are the thing to go to. So I thought, why aren't I warming up doing burpees, you know? So I decided to kick my work off like this. And it's just amazing how a couple of minutes of burpees can get you just sweating and ready for action. And I only had to do 20 of them, and it was way more time efficient. We'll see if I stick to this because it's way easier to get out of my car and into the gym if I know I'm about to go chill on the elliptical and not do burpees, which are really intensive. I know it's not a long time, 2 minutes, but it's an intense 2 minutes, and sometimes I would rather feel like getting on the elliptical for 15 minutes than, you know, going through this, even though it wasn't that bad. But yeah, after this I was pretty sweaty and ready to work out, so I don't know, I'll do it when I feel like I need to, or if I don't have the extra time, then I'll save time by doing burpees, you know. But I definitely felt ready to lift after this. It was my Friday, so what I do on Fridays is I target all the muscles that I feel like could use a little bit of work. You know how you go in the gym sometimes and you just know that you could have like done a couple more dips and worked your triceps a little more, like your chest is totally more sore than your triceps were, and you should have like gotten a few extra sets of, you know, tricep action. Any muscle I felt like that over the week, you know, I just kind of feel around. I go back and I do more sets of that. So for today, I'm just going around the gym. Any machine that I'm like, you know what, that body part didn't get worked that hard this week, I could probably, you know, touch that up a little bit, and that's what I do. And I usually stick to narrower grips for my back exercises, but this time I gave wide grips a shot just because I never do that. And I could really feel the burn in my upper mid back, which is different from the usual like inverted rows. And it was surprisingly less strain on my forearms. When I do regular inverted rows, my forearms just burn me, and it's really killer. So when I saw this wide grip on the machine on there already, I thought I would give it a try, and it just gave my forearms like way more breathing room for some reason. So, you know, I'll incorporate that a little bit more. The issue was that it was hitting my upper back too much, and I'm trying to get my lats more, so it's not quite what I want it to be. But if I ever feel like I can't do a back exercise because my forearms are just killing me, I think I'll move on to this wide grip pulley machine. And it did leave me craving a different form of back exercise, so I still knew I had to hit my lats a little bit. And the last time I did this rope machine, it felt like it was doing that for me. And on top of that, it's also hitting my rear delt, which, you know, I always like to hit. I want nice big boulder shoulders. And yeah, this machine always makes me feel like I'm pulling gains down to me, and they're just never arriving, and it's just going around in an infinite loop. You guys know what I mean? Like, do you see it? Do you feel what I'm feeling right now? And on top of that, I would just really like to actually be able to climb a rope. If you've ever seen like one of those in the gym, it brings me back to like high school. You know, the cool kids could like climb all the way up a pole or a rope, and I think that's just stuck in my head. I don't think it would ever really come in handy in the real world unless I'm like robbing a bank or something. I'm like like throw a grappling hook up the side of the building. But I think it would just be cool to be able to climb stuff. So definitely gonna do the rope every single week. I do 100 of these, and that's usually enough to burn me out. As you can see, I think I'm only like at 60 or 70 right now. I'm already having to slow down. If this ever gets too easy, of course, I'll raise it from 100 to like 200 or something. But this one is definitely just a volume game, and I'm just going to do as many as I can until you know, my entire back is flaring up. And it was. I got like such a good back pump off of this. It's crazy. If you guys go to Planet Fitness or you have a rope around, give it a try. It's like one of the most tiring exercises I could think of. Also kill on your forearms. And as a side note, I am still too embarrassed to bring a tripod into the gym. I'll get there one day. Don't act like you would do it. All right, it's not a normal thing to like bring a giant tripod and point it at yourself. So for now, my phone's on the floor. Not the best angle. I'm sorry. Got a nice view of my Nike Air Maxes though, so that's cool. My big goal right now is to hit a 315 bench press. So I made sure to include bench presses in my routine, even if I felt like my chest was a little sore. Regardless, I was gonna do it again on my Friday workout. So I got to keep working towards these strength bench goals. Because I'm just too close to a 315 bench press, and it would be a life milestone if I could bench that, because I started benching just 210s on each side. Keep that in mind. It's nuts. So 315 bench press incoming hopefully this year, if not early next year. Last time I did dips, I wasn't going low enough. I saw it on the recording, so this time I decided to touch my forehead to the bar just to make sure and just work my lower chest. You know, I don't know if that's bro science or not, but they say incline bench press helps your upper chest and then dips for the lower. So that kind of just stuck in my head, and that's what I do for my whole chest routine now. Flat bench just to hit the 315 one day, incline for the upper, and then dips for the lower. This also is gnarly on your delts, as you can see right here. Look at my freaking delts are exploding. Like, yeah, it works your delts really good too. At this point, I felt like I had a pretty good workout under my belt, so I went on to do my 100 lateral raises after every workout. And I'm still doing this little fly motion. I think I'm gonna keep that because I feel like it's not challenging me more, but I feel like I feel it in my shoulders more without having to like sit down to do these. Because that's another way that you can activate your shoulders. But I feel like this is activating them pretty well when there's not a bench available. I do normally sit down, but since I'm filming, I can't really get a good angle sitting down. I usually just film like 20 sets and then I sat down on that bench behind me. But yeah, if I stand up, then I'm definitely going to keep doing them this way. And I've noticed a gigantic difference in my physique when I started doing this. I was never the type to do ab exercises or anything, because I was the guy who was always saying like abs are made in the kitchen. It doesn't really matter if you do ab exercises, like they're under there anyway. You just reveal them by having a low body fat percentage. So what's the point of doing abs? You know, aside from like core strength and things like that. But I do like yoga, and I feel like your abs get activated during other exercises. But this has definitely 100% made a difference in my physique, as you'll see in the video. I've only been doing these for a couple of months now, and I feel like I'm already starting to look better at a higher body fat percentage, despite like having a little bit of a belly. Ab exercises actually make like your abs pop out more, even if you are at a high body fat percentage. So I've officially changed. All right, if anyone ever asks me if they need to do abs, I'm gonna stop saying no. And that ab exercises are worthless, because I take it from the context that you want a six-pack. They won't give you a six-pack, but they'll make you look better at a higher body fat percentage, which, you know, you can tell right here. I did not look like this at what I'm assuming to be like 22, 23, maybe 24% body fat. I had nothing, just straight flabby gut. And I think, you know, I got something going on right now at a higher body fat percentage, which is, you know, the goal to look look better at a higher body fat. The more muscle you have, then, you know, the more you can get away with. Back still looking sharp, you know, not getting too anxious about this bulk yet. And I'm going to keep it going for as long as I can. And one day I'll learn how to do a lat spread. Don't quite have it yet. I don't know. You know, these videos are interesting because I can see what I'm doing wrong with my poses. But yeah, looking good, feeling pretty good. I'm going to keep this bulk going. I'm at 174 pounds right now. We'll see how I start feeling in the 180s. 190s, I can't imagine not getting a little spooked there, but we'll see how I look when I get there. And, you know, maybe I'll look to you guys to tell me that I look fine and I should keep bulking. 30 minutes of cardio after every workout. Today, stair stepper. Sometimes it's the elliptical, just whatever I'm feeling. My legs aren't too tired, so that's why I chose stair stepper today. If I'm feeling a little more worn out, I'll go elliptical. 22 minutes in. This is what I'm talking about. Feels good to have just sweat pouring down your arms. You feel like a beast. Alright. All right. Let's go home.